So good morning. This is it's a lovely fine morning in down near probably central France now, and today what I'm doing is I'm heading up a mountain called Puy Du Dome, and Puy Du Dome is special because it was used as an experiment, and it was the start of our understanding of altitude really. Essentially what happened was a guy called Blaise Pascal, he heard this idea from Torselli, an Italian, who believed that we are living at the bottom of an ocean of air and that air is exerting pressure on us. What Torselli did was use the first barometer using water, and what Pascal did is refine that by using what they called quicksilver or mercury. And because mercury is much more dense than water, Torselli's kind of had this test tube that was like several meters high, whereas Pascal could have one that was only a meter or so. And Pascal came up with this idea to prove Torselli's idea, and his idea was to have one of the barometers about 10 kilometers down the road and 140 meters lower in Clermont-Ferrand, and the other one he was going to put on the top of Puy Du Dome, and that's why I'm heading up to talk about this experiment. So Pascal was quite a clever guy. When he was 17, he created a mechanical multiplication device, adding device, so that his dad, who was dealing in taxes, would be able to add them up easier. And the basic mechanism of an adding machine is still used to this day inside the modern workings of computers, albeit that we can process thousands upon numbers a second rather than wind them with our hands. He's also fairly clever because he didn't actually come up here himself. So what Pascal did was he got his brother-in-law to walk up a barometer from Clermont-Ferrand down here, up here to the summit, where he redid the experiment. And in redoing the experiment, he found that the mercury fell 3.5 inches lower than it had previously. And what he in effect proved was that with altitude, air pressure falls. Although he didn't know it at the time, what Pascal had done is sort of give some early mountaineers some impetus. One of the most common experiments carried out by those early mountaineers over in the Alps was trying to get the lowest recorded barometer reading. And to do that, they needed to get higher and higher and higher. And in a way, Blaise Pascal started that. And it's because of this experiment that the unit of pressure is called the Pascal. One of the other things Blaise Pascal did was sort of a semi-philosophical thing. He created his own wager. And at the time there was a lot of indifference between science and religion. And what he said was, you know, if you're going to place a bet, the wise man is going to bet on religion, because if you're wrong, no harm, no foul. But if you're right, you get all the heavenly glories. And I recently heard it put a different way. Imagine there is no heaven, there is no afterlife. All you've got is the 70 years of this life to live it as you will. So you might as well go on and try and live it the best you can. Don't think I'll ever complain about the summit of Snowdon again, as they got Moonbase Alpha up here.